Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Ty Chandler, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. In motion right is Ridley. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the Vikings at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Chandler. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made about the 43-yard line. Play action. It's Smith. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I honestly more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Chandler. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead they run up the middle here. Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and hit clearing space.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Second and a couple. They run it with Chandler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Smith now to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, man. Right.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense? on the spot on almost every snap. If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. First down, here's Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Drake London. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Set, hut. Smash, smash.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ritter now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Chandler on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Madden. Ready?
Here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Right back to Pitts again. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for this. Here's Ritter. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Ritter will set up to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Chandler.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
121 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Smith.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here's Smith. Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Smith.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Throw left side. There's London.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
And they will not get the connection there, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
131 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On second down, it's Chandler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
There he goes, right side. A beautiful fake. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Minnesota.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Now Smith. Looking middle, and that's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
Chandler will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ready?
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Room here to run.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Let's go. Charge. White. White.
Ritter off the play fake.
His throw incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a first and goal from very short range.
Touchdown, Falcons! From a yard out. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Counter play. Here's Chandler. And he's got some space. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Ready. ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ritter to throw it. Got London on the slant.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, go steal. Hut, hut.
Going play action. Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Ritter.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
217 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 1st down, it's Chandler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And his kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were faced.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson,
75 yards.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Vikings 38, Falcons 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Smith. Now he's loose again. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, 43 yards. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready. Ultra.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. Good job there keeping him to a short gain.
Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go.